Valentine's Day, no less.
Yeah.
You know, what a perfect day to have those kinds of conversations. But I want to go to our next call here, and I want to talk to Harry. Harry in Yakima, Washington. I think that's how you say it. Sounds pretty cool. Hey, Harry, how's it going?
It is going good. Do you remember last time I called?
Harry, when was the last time that you called?
Oh, my goodness, where you had Dr. Darrel Ray on. And,
Darrel Ray.
What do I do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so background is wife kind of lost her faith and kind of fell into new agey stuff, and I had to come out as an atheist, and she got really mad at me and blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he was right. Just, I let her have time. And in fact, you know, I figured it was great because, hold on a minute, hold on. There's going to be a little bit of interference because...
Okay. All right.
Oh, there we go. Because
Yeah.
I'm coming in the other room because she's sitting here and she was watching it on the TV.
Oh, nice. Well, cool.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
So here's Charlie. I just want to introduce her.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome to the other
Happy
side.
Valentine's. Yes. Happy
Yeah,
Valentine's.
what a romantic time for you guys to be spending together today on this Valentine's Day. That's great.
And you have excellent taste.
Yeah, I'm glad you could spend it with us.
So long story short, I mean, it really worked out. He was right. He gave her time. We had a local group, and I kind of said, hey, come on, let's go meet some other atheists. And she just said, yeah, you're not evil people.
That's right. And let me tell you, if your husband is watching this show, that means he's a good person. That's a fact. Scientists can tell you that. They'll pull out graphs and all kinds of charts. That's a thing.
Yeah,
so.
I'm finishing my degree in science.
What ended up happening for me was that because he gave me the time, I was able to start questioning what I believed.
Mm-hmm.
I started getting in with Z Neil or Vila Bonka and Eric, and started watching you guys, and it's just like, hey, now I'm starting to ask questions, and then it's like, I have a rich source here and somebody to talk to about it. So then I started talking to my husband, and it has just drawn us closer. And I guess that's why we wanted to share with you guys. Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Because it drew us closer.
That just warms my heart. I'm so glad that I could at least be a little part of your guys' story. And wow, I'm so happy because, you know, sometimes these conversations happen and people just completely separate and they do not reconcile. And I'm glad that he was able to have the patience with you and give you the time to kind of think about things and, you know, just kind of figure out where you're at. And if you're going to change your mind about something, that he's going to still be there to talk to you about it. So, yeah, good for you. I'm so glad that you're here with us now. Yeah, and so, like, what was the kind of biggest transition for you? What was the kind of big turning point for you to kind of give up some of those new age beliefs to kind of just calling yourself an atheist?
Well, what ended up happening for me was I started talking with Dee, and, you know, she...
Well, there's your first problem. I'm just kidding.
Well, she basically talked about her whole situation where she went through this too. And so I started emailing back and forth with her, and I started being able to start making the transition from, okay, this isn't a God out there. This is a psychological aspect of me, and I could call forth that psychological aspect of me. So it became sort of like a bridge for me.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, like, you know, this concept of God that we had, I know for myself, like, once I kind of realized it was all internal and it was just kind of myself kind of justifying, you know, my belief, like things just started to be more clear. But it didn't work for me until I started to have conversations with other people about it. And I think that's a really key aspect for people, because if you don't know anybody that's an atheist, if you don't know anybody that has answers to a lot of the questions that people have, like, you're just kind of stuck, you know? And if you don't know where to look on the internet or anywhere else, like, it's just kind of confusing. So I'm glad that you had somebody in your life that you could talk to about it. And now you can talk to other people and they can say, hey, I know this atheist that can, you know, probably answer this question. And then, you know, it just kind of keeps going from there. So really good for you guys. I'm so glad. And thank you so much for calling to the show to tell me, because like I said, that just warms my heart. So
It is very lovely to hear that. A lot of people do lose really important people in their lives over something as almost as inconsequential as what you believe in.
Yeah.
And it's sad and devastating because I've got plenty of friends who are Christian. I've got plenty of polytheist friends, and I would not give up my friendships with these people in a million years because I'm atheist and they aren't. Like that's almost cult-like behavior, really.
Yeah.
It's causing a bubble, and bubbles aren't good.
Yeah,
You need to be able to challenge yourself.
It's a black and white mentality that can really ruin people's relationships. Like, I don't have to see eye to eye on everything with people, but if I can get along, that's a start. That's a start. And yeah, there's important issues, really important issues that I want the friends and family in my life to understand and recognize. But I also have to know that that's going to take time. It doesn't just happen with one conversation. Usually it happens over a course of a long period of time. And like you were saying, Harry, sometimes you just got to be patient with people. Let people process and figure it out.
How long that
May I ask
right?
So I heard two people there.
I'll tell you one thing. If he'd been really pushy with me originally, it would have driven that wedge.
Yeah, I believe it.
I was already giving up one faith, had lost a lot of people, and it would have terrified me that I was losing my relationship. And it would have been one of those self-fulfilling prophecies because I would have ruined
Yes,
it.
absolutely. Nervardia has a question, I think.
Huh?
How long? May I ask, how long did it take for this sort of transition to happen? Like, was it over a couple of weeks, months, a year? I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I mean, I was starting to lose my faith 10 years ago. And I struggled and struggled and struggled, but I was so like, oh, I am not going to even conceive of the possibility that I might go to hell because that's what I was raised with my whole life. But as far as like making the decision, okay, I'm leaving the church, which happened in August of 2018, to now, it's over a year period of time.
Wow.
It
takes a while for people, and some people don't realize that because some people figure it out quicker than others. Some people kind of process it, and then some people, like I know myself, it took me a little while. And so, I'm just glad you're here. So glad that we can talk to you guys. And yeah, absolutely. So please, I feel free to give me updates on any changes. And by the way, wait, can I ask one more thing before I let you guys go? I didn't catch Harry, your wife's name, but to your wife, I want to know, like, how has your family reacted to this, or have you told them at all, like your friends and family?
Well, both my side of the family is essentially dead.
My mother, who essentially was a home church, I guess you could call her cult leader, she died. The rest of my family has rejected me.
I'm sorry. That's awful.
Yeah, that's tough.
Well, they're also like thousands of miles away. They're in Oklahoma and we're out in Washington. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And we've developed a community out here. We have a little tiny community building up here in Yakima of atheists, and they've become sort of like my family away from my family.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. Well, I'm really glad because community is important too.
In Seattle.
Yes.
Not Seattle, Portland.
Portland, sorry.
Yeah,
Portland.
You'll have to check them out whenever they go over there for sure. Excuse me. And if you ever come down to Texas, you can always come down by the ACA. I'll be happy to talk to you any Friday night you come in. So anyway, guys, I do want to get to